What's up? What's good? Back here with another video. So today I ain't got no nails on, so I ain't got no nails on because I'm gonna be getting my nails done for my sister photo shoot next week. And I'm putting me some wine. Oh, here you go. Same wine. Y'all already know. I just need a glass out of it and keep it pushing. But we're gonna go ahead and sip on some wine right till it's story time, cause cheers. Some story time, I'm like, I ain't even gonna talk about it, but just because I'm talking about it does not mean I'm pressed. I'm just talking about it because it's a story that happened in my life, period.
Y'all, this story is old. I'm over it, and that's the only reason why I'm speaking on it.
Why not? So, I was gonna take some shots of some liquor, but it's too early for that. So, I'm just gonna sip some wine. Yeah. So, we're gonna just sip wine today. And this glue I got on my lash, I put my lash on the wrong side. And then there's some little glue, some little lash glue stuff I put on, and just, girl, too much. Okay. I kind of want to down this. Should have got a straw. Hold on, y'all. Let's get a little wine in us first. Make sure my nails ain't dirty, because I was just doing my makeup. We're gonna get a little wine in our system. Whew. They gave me chills. So y'all ready for the story time? I know y'all saw the caption. Okay, y'all. So this story time is back in my delusional days. Your girl used to be delusional. Yes, sister was very much delusional. But we're gonna get straight into the story time. I gotta give y'all the background of the story first. I can't just come straight off and tell the story because, baby, I was very much delusional, really. So how should we start this off? Okay, y'all can give y'all opinion in the comments whether y'all think this happened on me
Or do y'all think this is karma? Listen to the whole story and let me know.
I don't really know how it go, but maybe we can tell a story because people in the comments saying I don't know how to tell stories. And I really don't, but yeah, I'm just so me and this dude was talking, right? I'm just gonna say I should give months. Should I give out months? Yeah, I'm gonna do that because I gotta tell the story. I gotta tell the whole thing until I get up to it. Okay, so I ain't gonna tell y'all the year, but I'm just gonna say the months. So I was talking to somebody. Right, I was talking to like 3 people at the time. I don't know. So I was talking to a couple people or whatever. At this time, before I start talking to this dude, like who the story about. I'm gonna give him a name. Brody. I don't know. Call him Brody. So Brody, I'm gonna call him Brody. And as the story goes, I just add more names on. So I was already talking to A, B, and C. Or was it just A and B? Whatever. I had a couple niggas, whatever, right? We was just talking, like nothing crazy, just talking and shit like that. A couple boos. Well, I'm just gonna talk about the main one who I actually used to like see all the time. I had a boo. And that's when Brody tried to talk to me. He always tried to talk to me, whatever. Like, he always wanted me. I always been a bad bitch. No, I'm playing, but yeah, so he had been wanting me, whatever, because I knew him forever and a day, or whatever. So he been wanting me and stuff like that, but I wanted him too, but I couldn't really move on it, you feel me? I couldn't really do that at the time. I don't know. He never knew that I wanted him too. I just have to play it out. You know how people be. Ooh, I got a fake nose ring in, so I keep tickling my nose. He keeps tickling my nose, but yeah, so he always wanted me, whatever. So this one time, I'm like, just let me give him a chance because he always trying, So this time it's like end of September, October-ish, I want to say. Like September, October. Yeah, because I remember his birthday had came up right up. So I can't remember if it was the end of October, the end of September or in October. So, or the beginning of October. And I was over his house this one day because that was like the hangout spot or whatever. So I was at his house or whatever. Everybody was there. But I ended up going in the bathroom to use it. I ended up going in the house to use the bathroom or whatever because everybody used to like hang out on the porch or on the actual block or whatever. So I went inside or whatever to go use the bathroom. The person I talked to was there too. So the person I talked to was there too, but the person was outside. Everybody was outside except, I think everybody was outside. I ended up going in to use it. When I came out the bathroom, Brody was standing right there. And Brody is not the person I was talking to, y'all. The person I was talking to is just the person I was talking to. We gonna just call him that. So Brody was at the bathroom. Not like at the bathroom like a creep, but kind of I think he was being a creep, to be honest. Because as soon as I like the bathroom, so you come out the bathroom, it's like you turn the corner right there, you hit the corner. It's like front room area. And he was standing right there. So it was like, I think he was trying to catch me with myself. I don't know. But soon I walked out the bathroom right there, then that's when he grabbed me or whatever. And he didn't do no talking. He literally grabbed me and kissed me. I guess he was tired of waiting. I don't know what it was. Because like he synced all the people I talked to. Like he used to be around. It's like we kind of grew up together. Well, we grew up together. So he synced that like everybody I talked to. So I guess he got tired of seeing that. Because the dude that I talked to, one of the dudes I talked to was there. So it was just us in the house. So he kissed me, I kissed back. And I was just like, okay. So then I walked out the door. It was like, I was kind of awkward. I'm like, okay, that happened. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna leave out. So I ended up leaving out. So every time I came over there, it's just like we was getting like closer and closer and closer and closer. You feel me? Then that's when I found out Brody had a girlfriend. So we all over Brody's house, inside the house. Brody wasn't there. That's how it happened. Okay, I'm gonna go back. So Brody wasn't there. But everybody was there. Imagine every time me and Brody synced each other, it was, you feel me? Yeah, so every time we see each other, it was that. So, I'm trying to learn how to tell stories, y'all. But, so this particular time, he wasn't there. So, he ended up coming through the door while we inside the house this moment, because it was like dark out. We all just sitting in the house, drinking and shit like that. So, he walked in. When he walked in, a girl walked in behind him. Girl was real nice. She was pretty and shit like that. She walked in. She like, hey, y'all. And I'm just looking sad at her. I'm like, everybody speak to her. I'm like, baby. I'm like, imagine y'all, me and Brody was sneaks. We was sneaky. And we was, what you call this shit? We was sneaking around. So it wasn't like, nobody knew what was going on. So everybody like, hey, blah, blah. And then everybody around, so everybody asking who it is. And then they like, that's Brody's girlfriend. Da, da. Bitch, I'm saying shitty. Girl, I'm like, shitty. Like, I had a whole situation. You could have left me in, and you ain't have to come bother me, but you can't bother me. You know what I'm saying? So, trying to get my little wine in there. So, y'all see it? So, yeah, they walked past. Brody didn't even look my way, y'all. Brody walked straight forward. Like, I don't know if Brody knew that everybody was over there. I don't know if he thought just his people was home. Like, I don't know. But, yeah, girl walked straight through the door. Ooh, this thing y'all see no ring keep falling his face. So, but yeah, so Brody and him walked straight past girl, him and her. And I'm like, and then they said it was his girlfriend. I'm like, okay, whatever. So, it's time to go home. I'm like, yeah, let me get up out of here and go head home. Because, y'all, I used to spend the night there, too. After me and Brody started getting closer, I started spending the night over there. So this day, I'm like, baby, let me go on here at home. It's time to go. So, because imagine Brody has sisters and stuff like that. So I spent the night over there with them. Then he ended up posting her in his bed or something like that. Some of his girlfriends at a third, and me, I used to be a lurker. So I clicked her page. He was all on her page. Like, this her man. Like, this ain't nothing new. She been posting, this is girl, whole man. So I'm like, okay. So then, now fast forward, that's when it was time to go back over there. Or whatever, hang out back over there. I go over there, I'm like, okay, I'm sitting on the porch. And that's when Brody walked out. And Brody wanted to speak. He gonna speak and start laughing. He speaks to me and then he started laughing. I'm looking like, what's funny? Like, what the fuck? I was like, hey, like that. Because, man, I've been avoiding him. I was avoiding him or whatever. Because we used to sit on the phone all the time. Like, we used to be on the phone on video calls. So I was avoiding him. So I wasn't doing no video call. I don't want to be on no phone. I don't want to do none of that. Because at this point, it's weird. And I'm not going to be nobody's side chick. I goes back home. Whenever I leave, I left too. I'm going home, back home. Then time go on. Every time we go over there, he be trying to talk to me. I'm like, nah, you got a girlfriend. You put like that. La. And then it comes to like November-ish. I want to say November, December. I can't really put my finger on it, but yeah, I started to end up talking back to him or whatever. But I wasn't trying to do too much or whatever. Because he was telling me like, because I was talking to him, I was like, no, I ain't trying to be nobody's side chick. Definitely not to you. Like, no, you wanted me bad. You was on me bad, so I'm not finna, play side chick when you was on me heavy and I was minding my business. Then like I was on you heavy, I wanted you bad, so no. So he ended up he was like, no, I don't go with her no more. And all this, I don't talk to her. I'm trying to talk about her like a dog. But I'm like, don't say about her like to me. So I ended up talking to him. We ended up talking again. I'm like, okay. He said he's single or whatever. So now at this point, this is the only person I'm talking to. I'm like, okay, this is my man. Still, nobody knew about us. So it's like in November, I want to say probably beginning of December. Nobody knew about us or whatever. I used to have recordings. I used to record him on my phone or whatever. I never uploaded. I just have it on my phone. And that phone got stolen. So nobody ever saw like the pictures and stuff that I had when we was like sneaking and geeking pictures. Nobody even got to saw them because that phone got stolen or whatever. So yeah. So at this point, some people starting to know about us. Not everybody, just a couple people. And then time going on, and then we picking between who gonna upload who first. He's telling me to post him. I'm like, no, I'm not posting you. You post me first, because I'm not the type of person. If you don't post me, I'm not posting you. You gotta post me 5 times. I post you 1 time, because I'm not gonna look crazy. So that's just not what I'm gonna do. So we talking, still not posting each other, because it's like, no, you want to be posted, you post me first. Because why you want me to post you so bad, and then what you gonna feel me, repost me? What you like? No. So he used to text me all the time telling me to post him, see him person, post him. So this became my man. So that's when I started up telling people. Like I started telling like people close to me or whatever. Like, yeah, I talked to so and so. Yeah, me and so and so getting their bus, and me and so, nasty. So he ended up posting me first. Whatever, like in January. He ended up posting me. I want to say January. I know it was snowing outside, so it was the winter. He ended up posting me, and I'm like, okay, that's what you. I had to go away to school. I think that's why he ended up posting me. I think he wanted people to know that this was his cootie cat. No, I'm playing. I think that's on where he posted me, to be honest. Well, like, cause all that time he wanted me to post you real bad, whatever. So he ended up posting me or whatever, and then Valentine's Day ended up coming up. He ended up getting me something for Valentine's Day. He was time to start going on. This became my man. So I started posting him. He was posting me. Girl, we was that bad. Like, this is my man. And I was talking to nobody at the time. I'm like, I don't want to talk to nobody. Like, anybody I was talking to, I don't know. Like, he used to text people off my Facebook, cussing them out. Text people on my phone. Like, he was weird. But I never saw his phone. He always see my phone. He always want to hold my phone. He always want to do something on my phone. And I ain't care. Because that was my man. Like, he kept my phone all day long. Like, and I didn't even care because I was just like, I was living up in the moment. I ain't care about no phone. I'm trying to be with my boo. I'm not worried about no phone and like that. Like, you can keep my phone, you can hold my phone, you can be on Facebook. You can be on my Facebook. My Facebook did used to be busted. So yeah, like I never ever tried to take his phone, never tried to look through his phone. None of that, because I never cared. Like I never felt like he was doing nothing. We was always around each other. And then I go to school, we'd be on the phone. So I was like, I went to school from Sunday night to Friday afternoon. So I go back home. I go home on Friday and then go back Sunday night. So I'll be home 2 days a week or whatever until I separated, of course. I was away at school for February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. I was away at school for 8 months. Baby girl. Child, listen. So I guess I was at school or whatever. This one time, I'm just gonna tell y'all, but I was at school. People try to talk to me. You know, people always try to talk to me when I was at school. People always wanted me, but I was like, nah, I got a boyfriend. When I say y'all, everybody knew I had a man. My whole family, old friends, new friends, whole school, like old school, new school, baby. When I say everybody knew that I had a man, my man, all that. Everybody know. I'm telling everybody. Anybody try to talk to me anywhere we go outside, I don't care. I got a man. That's how it was. Like, I had a man. So yeah, I'm never talking to nobody. Then this one day I went back home. We was on spring break. No, was it spring break or summer break? We was on summer break. Because at school, you know, you get those breaks. So we was off for like a good 2 months. 2 weeks. So I was at home for a whole 2 weeks. And he was there. He was there too. I can't tell y'all too much tea, but he was there. When I was at school, I thought he wasn't doing nothing anyways because he was at my house. I'm just gonna say that. He was at my house all the time during the week, so I thought. Yeah, so then that's when I was at home for 2 weeks or whatever. And this one day, who am I, child? This one day he wanted to switch phones. Like usually he just asked for my phone, but he never ever gave me his phone. He never, for no reason, he never gave me his phone. Like even if somebody called, talked to me, like he was like, so and so said this, that, and third. This one time he wanted me to switch your phones with him, so we switched phones. I'm like, okay. I'm like, I don't really want your phone though. He was like, just use my phone. I'm gonna use yours. Something, have your phone for a minute. I'm like, all right, whatever. So I open his phone. It's no apps on her. So I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to do on this phone? And you won't have no apps on her. Like it's nothing in there. No apps, no histories, no nothing. So I'm like, okay, something ain't right. Something weird. So I'm like, let me just click on this and see. Let me look through these messages. So I clicked the messages, cleaned out, y'all. Imagine y'all, he had this phone for a long time. He have no messages in his phone. He have no contacts in his phone. He ain't got no outgoing, incoming calls, no apps on his phone. Like, why do you want me to hold this empty ass phone? So I was like, whatever. So I ended up going on Facebook on the web. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So I'm going off of Facebook on the web. I'm sitting on Facebook. And then a message come through from a number, a 708 number. Like the area code pops up over there. And somebody texts and they says, we can't get a good night text. I'm like, what? I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm like, am I tripping? So I ain't asked somebody. I'm like, I think I'm tripping. I don't know. So I'm steady trying to put this in. I'm like, what? So I text back like, what? Like I didn't say who I was, nothing. I'm just like, what? And then the number texts again like, okay, you being weird or some shit like that. Like, okay, now you trying to be weird or funny or something like that. But that's cool. Good night. So I'm like, okay, let me go upstairs now, because I was downstairs sitting in the living room, whatever. So I go upstairs. I'm like, what they talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's tea? I'm like, why this person texting you, we can't get a good night? I'm like, it sounds like a bitch and a baby. Like, I'm like, this ain't, I'm flying out. I'm like, this math ain't math. So I'm like, that don't sound right. I was like, who is this? And then he was like, I was like, you gotta know who this is. I was like, they texting your phone. I was like, it sound like a bitch and a baby. Like, what's somebody got? You got a baby that's funny? So I'm like, what are they talking about? And he's like, no. That's the girl who he used to talk to when I was telling y'all he had a girlfriend at the time. Her. He was like, it was her. He said it was her and her friends having a sleepover. So she said, why ain't saying good night to them? So I'm like, I guess he tried to throw me off by saying her. I'm like, why are you texting her? Like, why would she be texting you that? Anyway, y'all ain't talked in so long. Like, come on now, it's been like 6-7 months. Why would she be texting you that? I'm like, I wasn't thinking that was her. So I'm like, so I was like, was she pregnant or something? So I'm thinking it's her. Maybe she pregnant or something. He's like, no. He's like, she's talking about her and her friends. Why ain't telling her and her friends? And I was like, why would she want you to tell her and her friends good night? It's not adding up. So, he said he denied it, saying that's who it was. He don't know why she texted him. That's why her number ain't saved. I'm like, bro, nobody's number saved. But my number was saved. My number was saved. I forgot. Only mine. Not even his mom's. Come on now. And then me and his messages wasn't even in the phone. I know for a fact we be texting when I'm at school. We texting, we calling. Like, something should have been there. That's not no new phone. That's the same phone you had. I'm not believing that. But I'm like, okay, it is what it is. That's my man. I don't think he'll cheat on me. I don't think he'll lie to me. So, even though I don't believe it, I'm just going to take it for what it is. I mean, because I ain't going to get more information out of him. I'm not going to know more information out of him, so it is what it is. So I goes back to school. I go back away to school, whatever. 2 weeks over. So it's time for me to go. So that's when a couple days of school going, and then my sister get this text from her old friend. And she like, I want you to know that Brody got a baby on the way by my friend Dada. And yeah, I think, maybe she just told her that. My sister friend texted her that, like, she prayed. I mean, he got a baby on the way by my friend so-and-so. So, when my sister told me that, whatever, because me and my sister went away to the same school, she told me that, bro, I was in the bathroom for so long. Like, I just went to the school bathroom. I'm like, I'm trying to see what I should do, because I can't go home. Yeah, it's like the middle of the week. It's like Wednesday, so I gotta wait to go home for like 2 more days. And it was like, bro. So I'm calling him, whatever. So I'm like, bitch, you lied. So I'm asking, I'm like, so you lied? I was like, no, I asked him, I was like, who is, I was like, so-and-so? And he was like, no. What you talking about? So I was like, do you know so-and-so? So he said no. And I told him the whole story. I told him who said it, what they said, and all that. So I was like, my sister friend, which He know who she was. Brody know who she was. We all know each other. But I'm not talking about the baby mama. I'm talking about my sister friend. So I said her name. I'm like, she said that you got a baby on the way by her friend, and and she think that I should know, and all this and the third. So only people knew at this time about this was me and my sister. Nobody else knew about it. So like, I ain't telling my family, I ain't telling nobody about it. So I'm just trying to get to the bottom of it. So he's still denying it. He denying it. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So my blood rushing every day, all day. Now it's finally time for me to go home. It's finally time for us to go home. It's Friday. We finally go home. When I go home, he ain't there. So now it's like, you running for me. Is you had something? Where you at? Pull up right now. I don't know why you not in this house. Come on. Right now. So he ended up coming. Or whatever. And still basically trying to lie about it or whatever. But it's like, it's not, you can't really lie. Like, the proof's in the pudding, you can't lie about it. So, everything ended up hitting the fan. I'm like, everything already adding up. Somebody text your phone. She told me this. You might as well just tell the truth. So, yeah, he ended up seeing it or whatever. He ended up confessing to it, whatever. But he was like, it's probably not mine. She's a hoe. You know what every nigga say. It probably ain't mine. She a hoe and all this and the third. So I'm like, yeah, whatever. I believed it all. Because I'm delusional. I'm delusional, y'all. Very much delusional. So, as the weekend go on, it's like Saturday, I want to say Saturday. And I'm in the car. I'm in the car with my mama, my sisters, all us. We just in the car, we riding. And, so mom like, huh? Who? I know you motherfucking lying. I don't know how black mamas be on the phone. No. Brody. I already knew what it was, bro. Brody. I know you fucking lying. All right, okay. So she hung up the phone and she was like, that was just cousin, which is our cousin. She's like, that was just cousin, which is my mama's first cousin. She was like, that's her. She just said that she just saw sister friend. What should I call sister friend? I'm gonna call her my sister friend. I'm gonna call her Sasha. So she like, that was just cousin. She said this Sasha and I'm just gonna call her Taya. Taya just came up to her saying that y'all don't like them because Brody got their friend pregnant. Something like that. I'm looking like, we never said we didn't like them. Like, literally, I don't know if her and my sister had an argument or not. I don't know nothing about that. So my sister, she didn't have a problem with them. She don't know what they talked about. So I guess they just wanted everybody to know about it. Like, I didn't get where they was going with this. So I'm like, okay, now we into it because y'all being weird. Because why y'all telling basically my business? Because that's my business at the end of the day. Because once you tell my family, that's my business. If y'all tell somebody else about it, that's cool. But don't come to my family with that. You know what I'm saying? That was weird. So she was like, yeah, he got a baby on the way by their friend, and y'all don't like him because of that. So I had to play. We played crazy. Like, what? Who got a baby? By who? Just trying to get information. You know, my mom ended up saying a girl actual name. Because when the girl had told my sister about it, she told her a different name. So, they ended up telling my cousin the real name, I guess, or whatever. So, yeah, so that's when I ended up going back to him. We ended up going back to the house. After we left the store, going back to the house. I'm like, yeah, now the bitches, now they being weird. Because now they come to my family, this, that, and the third. I'm going to beat somebody's ass. So now at this point, I'm pissed. Now I want to fight. So, at this point, I want to fight now. So, I'm throwing shots on the internet real bad. Like, I'm on there throwing shots. I'm not gonna lie. I'm posting him. I'm like, what's that one song called? Ooh, y'all, if I find that song, I'm gonna put it in. Because I need y'all to know that song. can't think of the song right now, but I'm gonna put that song. I know I'm gonna think of it when I'm editing.
But first off, I'ma start by saying this. All headshots if you think you can take my bitch.
And I put that song in, so I posted that song. And this is the days I used to be on Snapchat. So I posted him on my Snapchat, and I put that song with it. And then that's when my sister friend, what I say I was gonna call her, Sasha. That's when she come clapping back right at me. So she watching every story I post. Like this point, it's like you want to be into it. Like what is you doing? So she started posting the girl. Imagine I never seen the girl. I never knew the girl looked like none of that. So that's when she started posting the girl. She posted her belly and shit. And then, you know, basically trying to throw little hints or whatever, trying to say baby Brody and shit like that. So I'm like, girl, but this still my man. I'm with him. You know what I'm saying? Delusion. No. So, mind you, I'm at school 5 days a week. And home 2 of them. So, I'm like, yeah, this is my man. I'm here with my man. Gonna forever be my man. He posting me. You feel me? Stuff like that. Delusional. So yeah, though. The time go on, he ended up going to jail. Whatever. And woo, bitches was posted on his wall real bad. I had his Facebook. His sister ended up giving me his Facebook. Cause she liked to do test for tat. Cause she was going with my brother. So she like, you give me his password, I give you his password. So I'm like, you know, bitch, give it to me. Why not? You know what I'm saying? Just give it to me. So at this point, it's like July. I want to say it's like July. So she gave me his password. I'm posting on his shit or whatever. And people posting, bitches that he posted on his wall. Anytime any bitch posts on his wall, I'm deleting. I'm telling y'all, delusional. I'm like, this is my man. Ain't nobody for to see y'all hoes on his wall. Like, he was cheating like a motherfucker. Okay? And I seen that through the inboxes. But y'all used to text people on his Facebook cussing them out, type of weird shit. But yes, I'm deleting everything. Any bitch post on his wall, he be, hey, I just sent you yesterday. I was just with you last week, like he did or something. So I'm like, very much delusional, not playing. Like, stay off his wall. Y'all hoes weird. So that's when nobody else cared. Like, I'm deleting everybody post, nobody saying nothing else to me. But then that's when the baby mama come. That's when, what I said, did I call her something? I don't even know. That's when she ended up coming. And she like, bitch, stop deleting everything I post on his wall. I'm like, oh, but you trying to check me. You trying to check me. So I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. So we end up arguing, whatever. We arguing. She wants to fight. She wanted to fight. End up seeing her person. That didn't happen. It didn't happen. So, and plus, bitch, you pregnant. Stay in a pregnant bitch lane type shit. This still my man. Delusional, y'all. I'm telling y'all, delusional. So then another time come, yeah, I think, was he in jail this time? Yeah, I think he in jail. He's still in jail a couple months or whatever. Yeah, he ended up getting out. We all out there. We all sitting on his porch or whatever. And the girl talking about pass. My sister don't play about me. My oldest sister do not play. She don't. So she ready to fight. She don't pregnant. Not my sister fight while she fucking pregnant. So she don't care about no being pregnant. She ready to fight. So anyways, yeah. So everybody telling them like, yeah. So everybody went there to go get Brody because he was now asleep. They like, yeah. Pink's her sister and so and so finna fight. Da-da-dee-da-da-do. But I mean, the girl wasn't really saying nothing. So everybody just like, you know, whatever. The girl wasn't really saying nothing. And then Brody ended up texting my phone. He's standing on the porch. Text my phone tomorrow. Come in here. Come in the house. So I'm like, whatever. So okay. So I end up walking on the porch. Then he grabbed me, walked in the house. I'm like, why you ain't come get me? Like, Fuck, bitch, you up in here. Fuck, you got me arguing with bitches. Bitch, I don't do that. Fuck. So I'm pissed. So I'm pissed. So it goes on and on and on. Same. I'm gonna argue on the internet, all that. Off his page, y'all. So I used to keep his page. And mad, y'all, I stayed on his Facebook because that's just what I stayed on. And then I thought the girl had blocked me from her Facebook, y'all. I thought she blocked me from her Facebook, and I went through my block list trying to see if I had blocked my daddy on accident, and I so happened to see the girl on there. So y'all, that's why he always had my phone. He blocked his baby mama off my Facebook. But then fast forwarded.
Fast forward to December.
Imagine y'all, I fast forward whatever. I ended up seeing. I was just laying down whatever, and my glasses fell on the side of the bed, because y'all know my glasses. My glasses ended up falling on the side of the bed. So I'm like, look for my glasses. You know I'm blind. I'm like, digging on the side of the bed, like, where's my glasses? Oh, my glasses, oh, my glasses. Ended up digging through them. I couldn't find my glasses. So I'm like, gee, where's my glasses at? So I feel bags back there. So I'm like, what the fuck is that? So I grabbed the bag. I'm nosy. I grabbed the bag, and it's like bottles, pacifiers, clothes, stuff like that from Family Dollar. I mean, that's just a thought that count. That's when that shit hit me. It's like, damn, this shit real. Like, it's official at this point. I'm like, damn. I'm like, this shit real. Like, it ain't that I don't know. That shit hit me hard as fuck. Like, I was like, that's when I knew. That's when, like, I knew all along that was baby on the way, and I still stayed, so I knew. I mean, it's like, don't be mad now, you know what I'm saying? But it's different, like, when you actually see the clothes, you actually see a kid, and it's like, damn, this shit for real. This shit for real. So I'm like, damn. So, I'm like, let me put it back. So I ended up putting the stuff back. But my eyes were still watery as hell, so I was like, I couldn't had the facts. So I'm like, damn, this shit hit home. Like, it's the middle of the night, I can't go home. I know that usually I'll walk right out the door and walk my ass home. I lived, like, how many blocks I lived from them? Like 15 blocks down, and then like 4 blocks up. So it was a walk. So sometimes I get me and I walk home, hop on a bus, Uber, whatever, get a fan ride. Did not care, but I couldn't do it. It was late at night. It's like 1 a.m. And he was upstairs or whatever, talking to his people. So I'm like, damn. So I'm trying to stop myself, but I couldn't. It's like I'm just crying, like fuck, but in silence. It's like damn. So I was just laying down. I'm like, okay, shit, fucking tears won't stop coming down. Let me just lay down. Let me just stop. And it just wouldn't stop. And y'all, I don't cry. I'm not a crier. I don't never cry. But somehow, some way, bitch, my eyes was watery. I wouldn't stop. So by the time he came down there, I'm still like, he tried to grab me, like he stayed trying to grab me back, whatever. I'm trying to hide my face. So it's like, damn, you kind of accepted it when you stayed. So I was like, don't be mad now. So that's when he ended up. Like, what the fuck is you doing? So he ended up yanking me back like this. So I yanked back. That's when he see my face, bitch, water all over my face. He's like, what the fuck are you crying for? You weird. Like that. But he didn't know, like, what I seen. He just thought I was being weird because, I'm crazy. Well, he was calling me crazy. I wasn't really crazy. But, so I ended up saying shit. I was like, damn. You really got a fucking baby on the way. I was like, that shit crazy. And I was like, It's like, damn, you should just let me leave when I tried to leave you. First time, which I tried, I did. Like, when it first happened, like, when I first found out, I wasn't trying to be with him no more, whatever. I didn't want to be with him no more. I was like, nah, you know what I'm saying? I can't, I'm like, I'm young. I could be with anybody. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna do this with you. He ended up begging me to stay. I forgot to tell y'all the part. Everybody say I can't tell stories, so that's how that went. I'm a little tipsy off this wine, so my voice going down. So, he was like, I was like, damn, really? Da-da-da. He was like, yeah, you knew that already. I was like, nah, I seen them clothes. Like, that shit. I said, that's that shit. I said, that shit hit me. Or whatever. So, I'm still crying. I was like, damn, you should just let me leave when I have to leave. Like, and I was like, so I'm asking, I'm like, what made you beg to be with me? Like, you technically begged me. I'm like, what made you beg to be with me? And, like, I'm so fucking confused. Like, now he crying. What the fuck are you fucking crying for? Like, this fucking bed you made. So this goofy crying. And I'm like, I'm crying, but I'm like, what the fuck? I'm not even crying no more because I'm not even fucking mad. I'm at this point, what the fuck are you crying for? That's what I'm figuring. We ended up laying down. Time go on. Time go on. Shit. He ended up going to the baby shower. Well, me and him, I ended up going home because sometimes I just go home. At this point, I had separated from school. I forgot to tell you that. I had separated from school, so school was done. They kicked my ass out. Even though I was done, but you know, you had to be on extra little time there to get, so they can help you get jobs and stuff like that. But I ended up getting separated early because I was fucking that shit up. But that's another story time for how school went. So I ended up getting separated early. So I was always at his house or whatever, and then I go home sometimes to go get new clothes, get my hair did by my sister, and was gonna do that. So this time we was just like, when I go home, we just sit on the phone all night, all day. I go home for a couple days just to get myself together and just to get away from him, so like we won't be too tired of each other. So I just go my butt home for a little minute and then I go back. But it was the day I was gonna go back or whatever. So I'm already like, so I'm calling him the next day after we had been on the phone all night. We fell asleep on the phone. I woke up, my phone was dead. So I ended up charging my phone up. I'm calling and calling. I'm like, damn, he ain't answered. You know what I'm saying? I usually call him right back, like in the morning, whatever. He not answering my phone. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So I'm like, maybe he's still asleep or whatever. Let me just stop calling. So I was in up. So time go on. Okay, I'm like, okay, now she throwing me out. Where you at? So I'm steady calling. He steady not answering. I'm texting him like, bitch, what is you doing? Where you at? So then I'm like, okay, let me call his sisters or whatever. I'm like, y'all talk to y'all, Brody? Like, where is he at? Or whatever. So one of the sisters ended up telling me, she was like, I'm finna text you. Because she ended up texting me addresses, everything. I'm finna text you or whatever. So she ended up texting me the address. She's like, this where he at. He at his baby shower. And all that. So I'm like, I don't get why he just didn't tell me that. Like, you being sneaky about it when you could just been up front with it. At this point, you might as well just tell me everything to make everything easier, right? So I'm like, but so since you being weird, like, you making it weird. Instead of you just telling me where you at, you know what I'm saying? Like, I already knew you had a baby coming on. I asked him, was he going to the baby shower? I had asked him when I was over there, when I saved the clothes, I asked him. And he was like, I don't know. I was like, okay, well, just let me know. You know what I'm saying? So I could be prepared, you know what I'm saying? So just let me know. He like, cool. So, like, I wasn't stopping him from going. I just want to know where you going, just because I could be ready, you know. I already know, stuff like that. He did not let me know. So, that's what I was asking everybody about it. That's when his sister told me. She texted me. She like, he has baby shower, da. It says such. If you want to pull up now. I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. Like, no, I'm not pulling up there. I'm going to pull up to y'all crib. So she like, all right, whatever. So, mind y'all, we was just finna hit the road to go to the suburbs or whatever where my cousins and them was at. Because my cousins and them had just got jumped. So we was all finna go to the suburbs. We like 4 or 5 cars deep. we finna go to the suburbs or whatever. To go look for people who had just jumped my cousin. So I'm already mad. I'm already in an uproar. So I asked one of my aunties how I was hopping in. It was her and my little sister, which is on my daddy's side. Her, my little sister, me, and my big sister. My mom was riding that car. But while we waiting on my mama to come down, I told my auntie, I'm like, cause you run me to Brody house, cause everybody know him. So I'm like, cause you run me to Brody house real quick, I forgot my clothes. I didn't want to tell them what I was going to do because they wouldn't have took me. So I'm like, hey auntie, could you run me to Brody house real quick? I forgot my clothes or whatever over there. And she's like, yeah, I'll bring you over there. So I'm like, okay, thank you. She's running me over there. Man, y'all, he gone. So I goes in the house. He had this nice big TV. So she ran me there. I knocked on the door. Everybody probably already know what's going on. I'm not gonna know nobody answering the door. So I'm like, okay. So they knock it, boom, boom, boom. His uncle opened the door. He opened the door. He looking at me like, he looking crazy as hell. So I'm like, watch out. So I walked straight through the motherfucking house. And then his mom was screaming like, Brody ain't here. He ain't here. I'm like, okay. Fuck. I ain't say fuck, but I'm like, okay. And I walked downstairs. She knew what was finna go down. I walked downstairs. Big ass TV right there. Boom, boom, boom. Y'all, I started knocking holes all in the TV. Okay, I beat the TV. I put holes in the wall. I ripped shit down. I'm spitting on shit. I tore the whole room up. Clothes everywhere, shoes everywhere, bed upside down. I messed the whole room up. He started playing with me on Facebook, y'all. So I guess he had made it home at this point. So I hurry up. I messed up everything, and I ran out the door. She's screaming. His mom screaming, you ain't coming back. Don't come back over here either. Don't come back over here. Whatever. I ain't say nothing to her. I just ignored her. And I heard her. And then he started playing on my top on Facebook. And then both of them just together on the post. They play on my top on Facebook or whatever. So I started posting stuff. Or whatever. And acting like I'm. So I'm just on there acting real unbothered. Because like, what? No. Y'all not gonna play with me like that. Like, no. So I guess he got over it or whatever. And he started begging for me to be back with him or whatever. So I fell for it, y'all. I went back again. So as time went on, I ended up going back with this goofy. He kept telling me like I need to pay for this TV. I'm like, nah, I'm not paying for nothing. So then a couple weeks after that, a couple weeks going by and I was still there. He ended up having a baby while I was there. And I ended up going home because I just couldn't take it. It was just like, no. So he ended up having the baby while I was there. I didn't know he had the baby, whatever. He used to always tuck me in the bed like I was a kid or whatever. I don't know if that was his way of trying to give me princess treatment or whatever, but he did all that. He was trying to be so nice because they had the baby and he had posted the baby. And somebody sent it to me. But he had posted on Facebook. I know I was very much dumb and delusional in this video, right? But anyways, if this number gets to a number that I like, I will give y'all part 2.
I get this back, cause that's all I know. I'ma chase it back until the day I go.